Batgirl number 21, Hope Larson writing, Scott Godlewski on the art. And this is another one and done story of a monster that was created from science experiments or whatever, who's attracted to this chemical that's used in this one particular beauty product. And
it's you throw probiotics in a facial cleanser, but the antibiotic or the probiotics are made out of this mutated creature, and it wants it all back.
Yeah, so whenever someone uses it, he's attracted through the pipes to come to them, and he's not hurting the people. They're just going into comas for a couple of days when this stuff is taken from them. But obviously, it's a concern. Batgirl's investigating, and she ends up running to her father, who's also investigating it, and it becomes this team-up issue, father-daughter team-up issue, where they're tracking down this stuff, and he's like, you're going to keep looking into this anyway, so let's just work together and get this done. This was an adorable, fun little issue of every time she almost called him dad, and then had to catch herself and be like, "Oh, Commissioner Gordon."
I just wish it was more issues. It's a fine one and done.
Yeah,
but I really enjoyed the story being told.
It was delightful. See, but honestly, my only criticism is towards the end, after they've had their fight, they go into showers to get rid of the material off them, but they both do it fully clothed. And not that I'm saying I wanted them to strip down and see that, but it made me question. I'm like, why are they both? I mean, Batgirl maybe
to get the material off the clothes.
I guess, yeah. It's I can't imagine getting into a shower with clothes on. It's just weird.
No, it is, but I mean, they're trying to get it all there, so it's contained. They don't want to leave it on their clothes and take it home, right?
Sure, but I did really like the whole thing where he's like, "Oh, you're not taking evidence from the crime scene." He's like, "But science, I can work out what's going on." He's like, "That's kind of like my daughter."
You remind me of her. In fact, you kind of look like her, sound just like her. Huh? Weird.
Yeah. Do you know what I like about it?
It's especially less believable with this new mask, which.
Yeah.
Is even it's higher up than the old one was.
So we talked about this offline, and
I just want to say though, I like her blushing face when he says that. When he says, "You remind me of my daughter," her blushing face is great. It's a great moment in the art, I thought.
Yeah. But yeah, we talked about this offline, and now it's a little bit of a leap. But deep down, I like the idea that Gordon knows. He's just not gonna say anything.
He's not willing to accept it. He's in denial.
Yeah, he's like, nah, is that Barbara? It could be, but I'm not gonna think about that.
Actually, one of my favourite little moments, just because it's such a slice of life, offbeat thing to have in a superhero story, is when Gordon goes to get results and Barbara's in her Batgirl outfit just on her phone, waiting outside the building, just killing time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that just cracks me up.
I like the art. The art was really Saturday morning cartoon in the best way.
Yeah, it stayed consistent with that style for a while now.
Yeah,
it's funny. There was quite a handful of panels in this that weren't working for me, and that one that he just mentioned with the blushing, her eyes look absolutely terrified. If in that panel, and her mouth looks like it's really small, and her face looks squashed. I was like, oh no, I did not like that panel at all.
Because I don't
okay.
remember
I'm used to you being
bad
wrong. That's fine.
To me,
maybe, but when I looked, it just looked weird to me.
I can't see what you mean. I don't know. I was mostly digging it.
I like the sentiment.
I like her wearing the coveralls over her Batgirl costume too.
Yeah,
when she's doing her Breaking Bad get cosplay. This is the Walter White version of Batgirl.
Yeah. Just something that threw me is, I always thought Burnside was just like a nice area in Gotham.
No, it's all gentrified.
Yeah, I didn't realize it was completely separate. It's like it's outside of Gotham entirely, and it's like this separate little town on the outskirts.
I think of it like Brooklyn. So if you look at, let's use Nolan's version with all the bridges.
Yeah.
It's across one of the bridges, so you can look out across. You can look out from Brooklyn and see Manhattan. That's how I imagine Burnside is with.
I think that's what it is after seeing it in this issue, but it threw me because I always just thought it was an area of Gotham that was a bit nicer. I didn't realize she was actually outside of Gotham now.
Yeah.
I
just like
me missing something.
Well, also in the art too, you see kind of all the closed down buildings. It's up and running, but it's still not like the it part of town. Also, the swipes that I don't want to say the hipster market. But the only thing criminal about them is the prices they charge for this stuff.
Mm.
That line was pretty great.